Hello everybody, Grizzly Pig here, welcome to today's episode. We are still enjoying the Bloodhound Fang and we are all the way over at Godfrey in the Elde Castle. We have skipped the Gelmir Mountain and Volcano Manor, but we did get Renala done. I did her very easily, I didn't get the footage, but as you can see at Godfrey now, we've actually started off very badly because we're backed up against the door, which is not good because we can't see anything. We are using target lock because he's got quite a big hitbox. You can use strafes, dodging and jumping at certain points on this boss to make him easier. You can actually jump that move he just did there where he stamps on the floor. That way you'll save yourself stamina and you can go in with an overhead power attack. The main attack he's going to use is 2 quick swings with his axe, which you can dodge, and then after that he will usually go for an overhead swing, which you can either dodge or just strafe around the back of him, get a critical hit. He is a very easy boss. Once you get the timing right, he's basically an introduction to the second encounter you have with him at the Erde tree when he turns into Horalu at 50%. So that's big progress. We've got ourselves another talisman pouch, and then I'm actually not paying attention and get clapped by a trash mob. So how stupid that is. How crazy to have such a nice clean kill on Godfrey, at least the second half of that fight was, and then get taken out by something so silly. But anyway, we're just going to have a quick look at the build right now. And of course, you can see right there, +6 Bloodhound's Fang. You can easily have it at +8 by now, but I do not. And you can see also we have some heavy armor, very heavy pieces right here to give us some nice defense. We use Radagon's Source Seal, we use the Turtle Talisman, and we also use the Charge Attack Talisman as well. The tiers I use in my Wondrous Physic are the physical damage reduction one and also the tier that helps us knock down enemies easier. So now you can see we are at Morgott, and he seems to be a little bit easier, I would say, than Godfrey, because I'm actually making a bit of a hash of this and getting hit quite a lot, but his damage is not that crazy, so not so punishing if you fail. I believe that ability there, you can actually jump it when it lands. You don't have to run away. He's obviously very similar to Morgott the Fell Omen, the first boss encounter at Stormvale Castle. The remembrance from this guy allows you to actually unlock his sword, and it is very powerful. It's a bleed weapon, and I'll definitely be giving that one a go at some point. I've just realised at this stage as well, my potions are absolutely dreadful, like they're only upgraded to +2, so I think I'm going to go out at some point and spend some time on getting those upgraded. But this attack here that he's about to do, it's like a lunge, it's so easy to dodge, but you don't see it that often. But I'm getting hit by the hammer an absolute ton, and it's not as if I haven't had enough practice with Morgott. This ability here, he does a follow-up. Very easy to just do 2 dodges and avoid all of that. And what's funny is you can see he's going crazy right now, and you can just get behind him. He doesn't seem to really care where he's hitting when he's in the full swing of it. It's like a absolute frenzy he goes in. Now here he doesn't do the follow-up with the fire, so I do a double dodge where I don't really need to. But it wasn't a problem, we just wasted time rolling when we didn't need to. We got him down very easily right there, not a problem. And the next boss we're going to do a gargoyle, the Black Blade Kindred now. This is guarding the Lift of Rold. He did actually clap me on my first attempt here, as you can probably see, but I'm getting a lot better at these. I actually have got this guy target lock, but I don't recommend using target lock on these gargoyles. It's just much better to just free camera and jump and swing, and then you've got full control of it. And the target lock a lot of the time just generally causes you to miss your attacks as well. But these gargoyles are pretty similar to how the dragons work. Once you've mastered one of them, then they're all pretty similar. I believe they're immune to bleed, or at least resistant to it, so Bloodhound's Fang is not, of course, the ideal weapon for them, because you totally lose the advantage that having the bleed on this weapon gives, which is partly why this weapon is so strong, because it has such a nice bleed build-up. But you can see for a +6 weapon, we're absolutely having no problem dishing damage with it, so I cannot say it's a bad choice in any respect. I also did the twin gargoyles with the Bloodhound's Fang as well. One of those more tricky fights where a lot of people do opt to use summons on that one, even if they would choose otherwise not to. But I was very strict and stubborn and made sure I didn't, and was able to do it. So he was not so bad to get down in the end. Just make sure that you don't take too many hits in a row and then you'll be absolutely fine. You just got to get the dodges in the right place. We are now doing Malenia. And I've got a lot to say about this boss, far too much to stick in this video. But we are now changing up our weapon and our armor. We're using Radahn's armor and the greatsword Blasphemy. And the reason we're using Blasphemy is because we want to heal ourselves when we get some opportunities to do so. We will get some opportunities to do that for sure. Two main things with this boss. She's got very low poise, so you can actually stagger her out of her animations if you hit her at the right point. Other than that, you can dodge around most of her swings or strafe around them as well. Another thing to bear in mind is that when she's done a lot of attacking, she will want to take a little bit of a rest. You can use this opportunity to back off and get your stamina back, because you really need stamina for this fight, absolutely 100%, and you can heal as well. And when you do take your rest, what I actually recommend you do is run right away from her, so you can outrange her sword dash, which allows her to close the gap and start attacking you again. She's now doing a waterfowl dance. She will start to do this when she's taken a lot of damage or enough time has passed, and there is a technique to avoiding all of the hits she does with that ability. You will need a good amount of stamina to do this, but basically what I do is run away from her, and then when she starts to land with the first flurry, I dodge away from her backwards twice, and then I dodge forwards to the right into her twice, and then she will jump behind you, rotating your camera. You then just got to dodge backwards again twice, and then you should, if you get the timing right, avoid all of those hits. And it's important that you do try and avoid them all if you can, because not only do they do a lot of damage, but she also heals herself, which basically reverses all of the progress that you've made on her so far in damage. So we successfully get the knockdown and the execute. You do need stamina to perform the execute, but you don't need to be right in front of her. You can be anywhere around her. Just make sure you are touching her and you have stamina. And you can also see why we're using Blasphemy. We were able to use Taker's Flames when she was on the floor after the execute. We had a window of opportunity there, and that helped us get some HP back. So it's just a little bit of an edge that this weapon gives you in this fight. So she's using Waterfowl Dance again, which is the last thing we want when she is such low HP, but we've just got to try and make sure we don't get hit by it. And we are up against a wall, which is really not good when she does this ability. You want to try and have her in the open for this fight mostly, just so you've got as much room as possible. Now we're on the second phase. I actually recommend that you target lock for her dive, so you know exactly when she's going to do that. I got the timing down really good, so I didn't really need to target lock. Don't heal at the start of this phase if you need to, because if she lands on you and you are too busy healing and are not ready for that dive, then she will kill you. It doesn't matter whether you've got 100% HP or 10%, you are dead. Once the petals clear there, go ultra aggressive on her. It really is just the best way with this form, because she's got lots of very brutal abilities that you don't want her to use, and you really just want to rush as much damage as possible. You can see she still uses some of the abilities that she did in her first phase, but this jump here is a mini jump, and then once she hits the floor, she's going to do a frontal cone of Scarlet Rot. It's a very good thing if she does this, because you can just dodge it and get behind her. And then she also will want to use her entry mechanic again, like she just did there, and that's also very good if you get this, because like when the fight starts, you just have to run, and when she lands, you jump it and carry on running. Wait for the petals to clear, and then just go ultra aggressive again. So I thought she was going to do a Scarlet Explosion again there, but she didn't. But I was able to just get behind her when she was doing her Sword Frenzy right there, so not a problem. But this one is a Scarlet Explosion, so double dodge, get behind her, and that concludes the fight. In phase 2, she still also can do the Waterfowl Dance, so just watch out for that. It's pretty much the same as in phase 1. It probably hits a little bit harder. There is one final ability she didn't use called Phantom Spirits as well, where she jumps up in the air and she throws down these spirits, and you have to basically dodge them, and then she will dive on top of you at the end, and you have to avoid that as well. It's a very difficult ability to deal with, but if you rush her with damage and be ultra aggressive, you should avoid this ability. So you can see Turtle Talisman. I also recommend the talisman that gives you extra stamina. You might not use it everywhere, but for this fight, extra stamina is definitely better than more damage, in my opinion. And we have the physical damage negation talisman as well. I very much recommend for this fight. Anyway, that's all from me. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you guys next time.